Hey, welcome in. Well, I just did a video about how the NBA ratings are down. Well, they're about to go down a lot more. A hell of a lot more. And this is unprecedented. I mean, you've got teams boycotting games in the playoffs. And this is with ratings down by 40% on TNT. ESPN, they're down 20%. And, I believe it's going to get worse. Much worse. Much worse as the NBA goes deeper and deeper into politics and social justice, which are things that people don't really enjoy with their sports, do they? Anyway, let's take a look at this. The Milwaukee Bucks boycott prompts wave of games halted in protest. So these boycotts, including games in the WNBA, so that doesn't matter. Major League Baseball and Major League Soccer, these are not good moves for any of these guys here. People are getting disgusted with sports. People have been getting sick of sports. People have been dropping their sports allegiances for years now because of the politics that's been seeping in, especially on somewhere like ESPN. This is not going to help. And none of them really seem to know what they're talking about here. Some athletes have wondered whether speaking out against systemic racism would be enough to influence change. Here's what does that mean? Does anybody know what that means? I mean, is that just like some people do better than others? What does it mean exactly? Is that, some people's outcomes are better than others? Well, they never let me in the NBA. But nobody has actually explained to me what this systemic racism means. I think that's the point of it. It's just this nebulous term that could mean almost anything and everything. But anyway, this is spreading. Look, Rockets and Thunder also boycotting NBA playoffs Game 5. What's next? Well, I know the Raptors have been talking about it. Hey, if you could subscribe, like, and share, that really helps me out. Thanks a lot. And, none of this really makes any sense. Have you seen the video? The video of the guy who got shot? His name was Jacob Blake. Have you seen the video? The police didn't just show up out of nowhere. Like, they were called. There was somebody trespassing that said somebody had stolen their car keys. The guy who was there has a warrant out for his arrest, including for third-degree sexual assault. Here, third-degree sexual assault. What is third-degree sexual assault in Wisconsin? Third degree is whoever had intercourse with a person without the consent of that person is guilty of a Class D felony. This is serious stuff, amongst other crimes as well. So you have a wanted felon. Okay, you're getting a call because he's in the midst of committing a crime. You show up. He won't cooperate. He fights with the police. They try a taser on him. It doesn't work. He goes and gets into his car. He's either getting into his car or reaching into his car for something. What are the police supposed to do? For one thing, just let him go? Let him drive away? Are they supposed to wait and see what he pulls out of the car after he's already been fighting with them? I'm sure he's just grabbing a pack of mints. I mean, what are they supposed to do? Are they supposed to just let him leave? I mean, do you want to live in a place where violent felons are allowed to if they don't want to go with the police, well, I guess they just get to go. I mean, can anybody understand the kind of terror that your average person will be living under in that kind of situation? It would just be complete lawlessness. Like, I just don't think this is going to sit well with your average sports fan. Your average person understands that, okay, there has to be a line, right? Like, there has to be a line. Like, you can't just be free to do whatever you want, hurt people however you want. And police need to be able to defend themselves. They're supposed to just wait and see if he pulls out a gun? I mean, that's not going to work. That's insane. I mean, essentially what the NBA is supporting now is total lawlessness, apparently. And again, I don't think that sits very well with your average person. I don't think it sits very well with them at all. In fact, I think a lot of people have had just about enough of the NBA. I know I have. I'm not going to watch it anymore. Screw it. There's much better ways to waste my time than that. I would even, if the NHL starts getting into this stuff, I will even give that up. And that would be the last one that I gave up. But I would give that up as well. Because I don't like this crap and I don't support it. And I think that the NBA is going to have a hard time finding enough people that do support it to line their pockets the way they're used to it being lined. That's what I think. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe because the algorithm tries to hide this kind of content from you, and it does. So you got to subscribe if you want to see more. Liking and sharing really helps get around that algorithm, and I really appreciate that. If you'd just like to listen, there's Radio Baloney, the podcast. That's on Google Podcasts and Apple Podcasts and Spotify and iTunes and Spreaker and CastBox and a million more. Radio Baloney. If you look for it, you will find it. I'm also on BitChute, Minds, and Parler. Parler is the place to go if you want to request that I do some sort of video that you're on a subject you're interested in. I promise I'll take a serious look. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.